Hi Cancer, welcome to your January 2020 general love reading. This is Mermaid Scales Tarot. Cancer, I wish you guys a happy new year. I hope you guys start off 2020 well. I hope this reading finds you well. You guys, I wish you a year full of love, luck, and abundance. Thank you all so much for your love and support. I started my channel in 2019 and it's just been overwhelming at all the support I've received since, so thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you. Happy New Year. Also, Cancer, I do want to say that I've created some new crystal sets for my online shop. So if you're interested in purchasing some crystal sets or a handmade zodiac candle made by me, with some sage sticks too I'm selling, go ahead and check out the description box and you'll find the link to my online shop there. Alright Cancer, let's get started. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and or stellium of Cancer. This is not going to resonate with every Cancer that listens to this message. Messages are said for those who need to hear them, and that's how I prioritize the messages I provide during these readings. If this doesn't resonate with you, Cancer, I suggest checking your other signs and different placements, because depending on the planetary aspects in the sky, those signs may resonate with you more than your sun sign at this time. Hi Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in the Cancer. Just please keep in mind, Cancer and Crosswatchers, I'm picking up on both energies here. So if at all during this reading you are hearing a situation where you feel like the roles should be reversed, please go ahead and feel free to flip those roles should you feel like that resonates with your situation the most. You're absolutely welcome to do that because energy is fluid. Finally, we all have divine masculine and feminine energies within each and every one of us. So if at all during this reading I say the word masculine or feminine, please know I'm referring to the energies, not the gender or the sex. If anything is gender or sex specific, I will let you know. Alright Cancer, let's get started. Alright. Cancer, I do have to say, while I was getting into your energy, I felt a very strong sacral chakra energy. It was just like kind of burning almost. So I don't know if you guys have been working on your sacral chakras opening up, but I'm also getting the feeling either you, Cancer, or someone else who's connected to you has a very strong sexual attraction to one or the other. It's very strong, okay? So someone may be very interested and think you're very sexy, very fine, or you may be crushing on someone else, Cancer, but let's go ahead and get started. Angels, spirits, and guides, please provide the reading and the first card for Cancer situation in regards to love and romance, or anyone who's involved with the Cancerian energy. Please provide truth, healing, and guidance for those who need to hear them. There we go. Wow. Whew. Interesting. Okay, Cancer. At the bottom of the deck, we have the moon here. This is Piscean energy, but for me as a reader, I can also see as Cancerian energy. I feel like there's a lot unknown here about how someone feels, or how you feel about someone maybe that hasn't been really expressed yet. I am getting this sort of secret admirer type of energy here, Cancer, whether that's you crushing on someone again or someone crushing on you, but it hasn't really been revealed yet, and I think there's a fear behind revealing those feelings. I believe for some of you, you guys met at nighttime, whether that was at a party, at a get-together with your friends, going out on the town. Obviously, it's not for everyone. But I am getting for a lot of you, you met this person at night somewhere. And if that's not the case, I also feel for some of you that maybe you communicate with this person at night. I don't know if it's the full-on booty call type of thing, or if it's like you guys just message each other while you're in bed. But I think there's a lot that's not being said here. Let's go ahead and clarify the moon. Why is the moon here? Ooh, that one really wanted to come out. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, someone's hiding the fact that they're working on or about to express some interest, wanting to take you out, maybe taking it to the next level, but it's a very, very new type of energy here, or it's new for them at least. You guys may have known each other for a bit. I'm hearing 6. It could be 6 months, maybe since June. I am seeing Gemini here. Some of you could be connected with a Gemini. You could be Gemini, Cancer, Caspers. Or 6 is some sort of significant number to some of you out there. But whatever the case is, it's like they're unsure of when to follow through with this interest and this want for investment. I'm also getting, Cancer, that someone's going to want to provide you with a gift, even. Ooh, Strength card. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with a Leo, or if you don't have Leo in your chart somewhere. Let's get this. So, yeah, they're holding back, Cancer. They're holding back, and I do believe there's some with the the Strength card, with the moon especially. There's some sort of fear or ego or unnecessary worry behind what they're afraid of to express. Again, this could all be vice versa for my cross watchers who are watching this, but you could also be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. But they're holding back this offer that they want to make. And I do feel this could be someone who you may have felt, Cancer, at one period of time was just not that interested, or maybe that you felt like if they would have made that move, they would have made it by now. And maybe you guys have had hooked up, maybe you guys went on a couple of dates, but for some reason I'm getting this holding back strongly. But whatever the case is, Cancer, I do feel like maybe for a while you guys were waiting, hoping, but it's like now you guys are kind of ready to go on to the next thing should they not make this offer anytime soon. You're really not going to be worried about it. You're really not going to... at one point you were. I see it in the cards. But now it's almost as if, like, look, I waited so long. I'm just going to only look towards a whole new beginning for 2020. Looking for some more to fulfill me that wasn't fulfilled by this connection here. And I think part of the fear is that this person's realizing, Cancer, that you're starting to move away. You're starting to pull back your energy, pull back your interest, and it's felt with the moon here. A very strong, energetic, psychic connection between the two of you. Some of you may have even dreamed of this person, or they may have dreamed about you, Cancer. You appear in each other's dreams for some. But I'm hearing, ooh, I just heard this song in my head, Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. That may resonate for some of you out there. It's interesting because the interest is there, but there could have been something that made someone feel like, I'm seeing a lot of pentacle energies. Maybe career was more important. Maybe they just didn't want to focus on the connection with you at this time. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? The situation is the Page of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But I think, Cancer, in a way, this is you finally or deciding to take a stance and being very clear and concise and setting boundaries of what you will allow and what you will not allow. If someone hasn't been very clear, if someone kind of... I'm getting this energy for some of you, it's like when you decide to start moving on, when you decide to start, you know, okay, this isn't working out the way I want it to be, I'll just whatever, heal and move on. It's like I'm getting this energy that like during that moment you decide to move on, they hit you up. And it brings all those feelings back. It brings all those hopes back. But then I think this time around it's going to be different, Cancer. I think you're going to really use your sword, mark the line in the ground, and say, what the heck is up? Pretty much to this person. Look, I'm done with the back and forth, up and down, you holding back what you have to say out of fear of rejection. I don't really care at this point. You know, if you have feelings for me, then say them. Say what you want to say. You're being very, it's like, Cancer, I think this person is also noticing how you're being a very different type. You're taking on this air energy. I feel like some of you could even have air in your chart if you're not a Gemini, Cancer, Cusper. But you're taking a very different approach to this, where you're a lot more concise, a lot more cold. Again, this could be the person acting this way to you, Cancer. Like, for some reason, they just feel, and it's different for everyone, right? I'm reading for thousands of people here, but I'm getting this feeling it's just like out of defensiveness. They could have had a very difficult time with relationships in the past. I'm seeing the Nine of Wands. They may feel like it's hard to let their guard down, but at this point, Cancer, it's not your problem. You know, it's not your problem that they can't do and say how they feel anymore, just because of some fear of rejection or hurt. Crossing the situation, Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this goes both ways, but as the energy is changing, I feel like this is more of you, Cancer. You could have Sagittarius somewhere in your chart, or Aries or Leo. But they're noticing you're picking yourself back up. They're noticing that you're not just waiting around for their message anymore, for them to ask you out, for them to hit you up. I feel like a lot of you just moved on, even in the sense that, I don't know, I'm getting this feeling for a very small amount that you guys recently hook up, and instead of, like, you know, doing all that sweet talk and cuddling and whatever it was, you guys just kind of started getting up and putting your clothes on, and they were just like, what? Like, did I do something wrong? Well, you're not just showing the interest, you're only showing that you are attracted to me. You're only showing that you want to have fun with, you know, whatever the case is for you guys, but it's nothing that is anything I value or that I expect. So I'm just going to pick myself up and get my, you know, get going. They want you. And especially, like, I'm looking at this guy here, looking at this woman, you know, they are watching you. They're definitely watching you, Cancer. Whether, I don't even know if you guys realize it, how much they actually care. But, you know, it's hard for people to hear this sometimes, because it's like, well, yeah, if you cared, you would have made a move by now. And I just get the sense that someone must have been very hurt in the past to feel this strongly, Cancer, with the Lovers, with the Queen of Pentacles, with the Eight of Pentacles. It just seems like there's just some blockage there within them. It's within them. And again, if it's vice versa, it's vice versa. But I also feel like some of you guys left this person on red if they even messaged you recently. But the whole challenge of this is, when are you going to let your guard down? And if you're not going to let your guard down, I'm starting 2020 with a fresh slate. Because I don't need this constant on and off, back and forth, up and down, sideways, whatever. It's not what I need. What I need is honesty. What I need is genuinity. What I need is emotional interaction, not just, I don't know, I feel like there's just some sort of emotion here that's missing. There's a lot of pentacles. There's a, swords and a few wands, but not a lot of cups. Almost as if, Cancer, you're only looking at this now as like strictly business for some of you. I'm also getting like that whole secret admirer thing too. So this could be there's a whole challenge, as well as someone's just hasn't come up and said anything to you that expresses interest, that expresses that they have feelings for you, because they may feel like you yourself, Cancer, are guarded. And I do get this feeling for a lot of you, it could be someone at work, okay? Crowning this reading, we have the Seven of Pentacles. More earth energy, specifically Taurus, but it could also be Capricorn and Virgo. It doesn't have to be. Someone is waiting, observing, watching, but most importantly, planning. I'm hearing, let's make a deal. I don't know if you guys watch that on TV, but it's almost as if it's like, this person is very business-like, the way they think, the way they move about things. They're very careful in how they approach life. They're very cautious with what they choose to do and if it's not anything that's 100% guarantee, then they won't take that risk. I strongly feel that way. I feel like you guys, if you haven't hooked up already, if you haven't messed around a bit, I definitely feel like there's been messages sent, flirtation, sexual energy being exchanged between the both of you. I'm hearing that someone works at a bank. It doesn't have to be. Or someone works with money, invests money. Maybe they're interested in stocks. Not everyone. And for those of you who have hooked up with this person, they like the way you moan, or you like the way they moan. I'm hearing that very strongly. But they're planning, Cancer, and they're waiting. So a lot of you, it's like this person has trouble expressing how they feel, but a lot of others of you, this is like someone who doesn't know if you would take the chance with them. Some of you could have Virgo somewhere in your chart, because this is similar to the Virgo reading in some ways. Not completely, but or you could be interested in a Virgo. I'd go ahead and check out that reading if one of those seems to be the case, but they're planning. I think they have plans. I think while they can't ignore this lover's feeling for much longer, and they will make an offer, they will make a choice to pursue you. But you're not going to wait that long. And I don't even know if this is someone you're aware of, Cancer, with the moon especially. At the root of this is the Lovers. Someone's in love with you. In love. Or they feel, if it's not complete love, head over heels, la la la, it is like, this can be the potential of me really going somewhere with Cancer that I wasn't comfortable going with anyone else. This is, maybe this person, I'm getting this person's kind of picky with all the pentacles and this like seriousness and defensiveness. Like, I feel like if this person has hooked up with many people in the past, it was like a one-time deal because something they didn't really like about them. But with you, Cancer, it's like you're checking off all the boxes of what their criteria is in a perfect partner. I do have to say, some of you have a soul contract with this person from past lifetimes. That's coming up for me very strongly. And for those of you who have hooked up with this person, you guys may have done it somewhere public. And they like grabbing that ass. I gotta say, they definitely do. But this is like ignorable, or unignorable, whatever, if that's even a word. This cannot be ignored. This cannot be ignored. The attraction is strong. This sexual attraction is strong. But they're realizing it's becoming more than just a sexual attraction. They're really starting to see that they're having feelings, and it's scaring them in a way. But as time goes on, I do feel like they will make a move. They're making moves, Cancer. Because it's just this strong chemistry, this strong attraction that they have for you. It's definitely there. In the past, we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, someone holding back. Again, whether this is someone that you also have feelings for, that you know has feelings for you, but nothing has really progressed because fear of... I'm hearing someone's afraid of someone playing with their money. I don't know why I'm getting that. Like, someone's so business oriented. I believe some of these, for some of you, this person may have gotten a divorce, and whoever they divorced from took a lot of what they had financially, and they're kind of afraid of, you know, going back in a relationship with someone, possibly remarriage, and then if that were to happen again, it would be another cut of their losses. This person's so business minded. So again, you could definitely be working with someone like this, but although they hold back, they've definitely thought that you could be someone that is worth investing in. I gotta be honest, Cancer, I don't know. Yeah, this person may be planning on buying you gifts, or I think they're afraid of this whole, like, sugar daddy, sugar mama type of thing. I don't know why I'm getting that, but for some of you, that's a worry. If you do work with this person, I don't know if they sat on your desk at work, or you sat on their desk at work. Something like that. That they really thought was sexy for some. But regardless, they're counting their coins to make sure that this investment is correct. And it's not just money, it could also be time, it could also be energy, anything that they have to exert in the 3D, in the physical realm. Is that worth it in order to pursue Cancer? In the near future, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Love this energy. This is someone who knows their worth, knows their value, has worked hard for everything that they've had, but gives to those that they love and that they trust and that they respect. Cancer, you know, this person could be very business oriented, but I think you are too. And that's what they like about it too, is that you guys both financially think the same way. You're not someone who spends money extravagantly on, you know, there's some things, we all like things materialistically, like some designer brands, but you're not gonna, you know, spend money on a $500 dinner that you can't afford. You're very wise with how you spend. And I think that person really likes that for some of you out there. Others of you, they're just ready to give. I feel like they're really going to open up. They're really going to see that this is something worth giving to. Oh, and they want it. Ooh, they want it bad, Cancer. Like, yeah, this is something more than sex, but one of you definitely has been waiting to hook up with the other. Like, you guys have just imagined what it would be like running in your head, having all these things of like, ooh, I wonder what it's like to be with them in bed. But it's really opening up. Literally. Yeah. And I think even too, someone may be planning to like a bit of like a travel date, and I'm not feeling like it's like across the world, but I feel like maybe they'll invite you to go somewhere that's like a couple miles out of where you guys live to like have maybe like a winery, or maybe like a hike, or like a nice resort somewhere, like a skiing or hiking or something along those lines for some of you. But they're ready to invest. And someone definitely who's listening to this has known to be having big boobs. It's like something that people always notice, okay? You Cancer is the world. You're so ready to just go on to the next. Like, you're so ready for 2020. I think you guys have big plans. I'm just, more than romance, I'm feeling like you guys are really ready to start traveling, or thinking of traveling, expanding where you're at currently, whether that is financially, whether that is, I feel like you guys want to network more. Maybe you're seeking to get together with friends that you've always known, but even meet more people. Get your, as some of you guys are may, with the world here, you're looking to like, some of you have like online businesses, or you're YouTubers yourselves, or you're Instagram influencers yourselves, or you have like an online business that you're really looking to expand and grow and prosper from. But you've really what I'm getting from this card is that you guys have completed so much in 2019, whether that was through, I'm getting personal struggles, whether that was health. I'm also getting like some people may have relied on you, Cancer, in 2019, emotionally, maybe even financially, that has kind of worn you down spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Whether someone passed away, even if, Cancer, I'm so sorry if you lost someone in 2019. My heart is with you. But there's been a lot of trials and tribulations that, I don't know, I wouldn't want to say tried to block you or tried to keep you off your path, but it was just challenges I feel like the universe was placing to see if you were ready. And you passed the test, Cancer. And it could have even been with this person for some of you, where I felt like in the beginning of the reading it was like on and off, up and down. It's like, you know what? I've advanced. I'm aligned differently now, where I'm not going to put up with it. And if it's going to be that constant treatment, I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm evolving. And you're moving on to the next, for those of you that resonates with that. I also feel like some of you are thinking of going back to school, getting a degree, a PhD, or certifications for something. But in regards to love, it's like, Cancer, I do feel like also with the world, like, you have this new energy about you that just shines off of you, and people notice that. People want to get to know you. You're talked about, Cancer, but in a good way. I think people not just being like, damn, have you seen Cancer? They're looking good. But like, also, people definitely see you as like hubby, wifey type. You're accomplished, you're smart, you're successful, you're caring, you're giving. And again, if it's vice versa for my cross watchers, you go. But you're being known and recognized in a very, very significant way. Their energy is the Fool. Aries, Aquarius energy. Okay, so for some of you, I almost feel like if they thought that they could come back in and out of your lives and you'd still feel the same no matter what, and you just kind of brushed it off or dumped it off or left them on red or whatever, I feel like they feel like, damn, what the did I do? Did I just miss out? Like, they feel like a fool. Like, honestly, people think it's so crazy I say that, but with the Fool card sometimes, when I read for certain love situations, I get that feeling that sometimes straight up someone feels like a damn fool. But mainly for most of you, they want a fresh new start, a new beginning, and they're thinking of having that beginning with you, Cancer. This is something they're excited about. This is something that they're willing now. This person does not take risks. No. And they're very picky. But I think they're taking a much lighter approach to this than they have with anyone before. And they're really ready to just let go. Let go. And go for it. I want to clarify the Fool so we can get a little bit more specific here. Why is the Fool? Ooh. 9 of Cups. Yeah, they're making a wish. Cancer, you're their wish. And it's like, if you decide to proceed with this, if you decide to go forth, finally some water, by the way, it will be emotionally fulfilling. It's almost as if like they're finally going to shut off that energy of just being so what's the best word to describe this? Like so guarded, so cold, distant, but it's not cold like the air type of energy cold. It's like the just not willing to open out of just, they're not the person that usually likes to be silly or to just be crazy or just say, you know, they're very much, it's like they fear how they would look to other people, so they keep themselves feeling like they're needing to be perfect all the time. You guys get what I'm saying? But if you were to accept this, if you were to follow through with this, it'd be as if they can finally let loose a bit. Decide to just go for it, be happy, and lighten up. Because their wish came true. But it's interesting because the 9 of Cups here is in their deepest fears as well. So we'll dig into that. But let's get one more card. 3 of Pentacles, because they want to collaborate. They want to work. They want to, again, invest. It's like their hope is that they can work with you on this, Cancer. That they can finally trust their gut, their feelings that they usually don't go by at all. And really start to act on how they feel, and then put in the energy and the time to really get this growing, really to work on this to something that you both see value in. And I do feel like with the bird up there, I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's just like a regular bird. I do feel like this is something that's being guided for them on their end, whether they're spiritual people or not. It's just that intuitive nudge, or they keep on seeing signs or synchronicities, or just keep, and if they're not aware of angel numbers or anything like that, it's like they just keep on running into things that remind them of you. Oop, let's put that back up right there. Okay, highest hopes, 8 of Pentacles. Yep, putting in the work, getting started. But 2 people are here, right? Because usually in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it's like one person working on it. This is 2 people working together. Finally getting up and putting in the hard work. Because Cancer, again, this is someone who's very long-term. This is someone who plans. If they have put you on the back burner or were on and off before, I gotta be honest, they may have not thought that you were on the same page of wanting long-term, or that you had the same mindset of working on your money, getting a long bankroll, you know, like that long count in your bank account, and to I don't know. There's just something I feel for some of you where they've finally seen that you're just as hardworking as they are. You're just as business oriented as they are. Whether you do work with them or not, they're seeing this as you are someone that does work hard, that isn't expecting money. Because again, maybe in the past they dealt with people who relied on them for money. But you're ready to put in the work just like they're ready to put in the work, and that it can grow into something very lucrative, very abundant. Someone definitely likes to sleep in too in the morning. Like they wake up at like when it's their day off or something because they work so hard in the week. It's like they wake up at 10 or 11 when it's the weekends. I feel it. I'm a Pisces rising with a Cancer sun. I sleep like hell. But this is something to keep working at. Someone definitely has purple drapes or purple sheets. Again, not everyone. Deepest fear is 9 of Cups. Interesting. So now that I see it and we kind of have it here, I almost feel like that their wish won't come true with the deepest fears. That, oh my god, okay. I don't know if I should say that. Okay, I'll decide if I should say that or not. But yeah, that it's just like that this won't come to fruition. Maybe because they waited too long, maybe because they haven't let their guard down, maybe because you're on to newer and better that they see with the World card. Maybe they almost feel like you wouldn't even give them a chance for some, and that may be where the fear is playing into. But really what I'm getting from most of you is that, yeah, it's just it won't come true, that it won't, maybe even won't fulfill them in the way that they thought it would for some. Again, this person's picky, very picky. Piscean energy there, but you could also be dealing with another Cancer or Scorpio, but someone with a lot of earth in their chart, or maybe you have a lot of earth. Alright, Cancer, for the final outcome, we're going to go ahead and take that to Vimeo. So if you're interested in joining me for the final outcome, and for any advice for you going into January 2020, go ahead and check out the description box and you'll see the link to Vimeo, and there you can get the extended reading for this. But before I go, Cancer, I will pull out a card. I'm going to ask Spirit what this connection is, if there's anything that Spirit can confirm or deny, anything that's the Spirit can tell us how this person really feels, anything that we may have missed during this reading that could further help us figure all this out. Ooh. So pay attention to the red flags is in reverse. I usually don't read this in reverse, but I'm getting a feeling I need to. Because, and it landed on the stack where there is the Moon card. I feel strongly that, again, this person's just listening too much to their fears or the what ifs of hows, and by not being very clear, first of all, I don't feel like there's any sort of need for these red flags. There's no sort of need for this worry. It's like this person just is too much just thinking of anything that could go wrong instead of focusing on what could go well with this connection. But with calling in your soulmate, I do feel like this person, again, is planning, is manifesting, is hoping, is wishing, clearly, for this to go on. So in their unconscious and their higher self, it's like they know this is something that they want. And it could be for you too, Cancer. This is something that you guys both want and that you're both trying to manifest, whether you know this person or not for some. But the ego is still trying to interfere. And I do think like Spirit's trying to say there's no need to worry, there's no need to fear. Let your guard down, and then that's where things can really start flourishing and growing from there. Alright, Cancer, that was your reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments box. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Again, if you guys are interested in purchasing a crystal set for yourself or someone that you love, or a candle or a sage stick, go ahead and check out the online shop in the description box as well. Happy New Year, Cancer. I love you guys and I wish you the best. Take care.